Alright guys, we're gonna start out the day. Let's lock the shop up. We're gonna run down to my neighbor's house. I've got to pick up my little single axle trailer. I delivered a lawnmower to him on it, and he was taking it to another shop. It was that old X-Mark that was really far gone. So we're gonna take the Gator, but I was gonna see if I had somewhere to stick this camera. And then when we come back, we're going to take all this stuff out. We're going to take this bed out, move it forward. I think I have I think I've got a 4-seater mule, one of the old school 4010s, but it is fuel injected, so that's a huge plus. But let's get this camera set up. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put it right here on this. Let me get that thing where it won't move. There you go. Well, hopefully it'll stay put. But we're gonna go get that trailer and then we'll come back. stop here in the shade to do this. Alright guys, so I don't have the deck on it yet, and I need a little air in them tires, and I still need to add a weight, but I've got the little sulky built, got a hitch on the back, and I've got my little, I think it's a little trailer. But let's set it on the Bobcat and see if it's going to pull it. I think it'll pull it, no problem. It may take it a minute to get started. That's going to be the only real issue, just for the weight of the thing. You don't like it in this sandy soil, and there's no weight on that tractor. Ideally, if I had the hitch on the tractor where I could just sit on the front of the trailer, it'd make a big difference, but the plan was to make it where you could just drive this thing around by itself, which it does that no problem. So let's take this trailer off. I mean, on asphalt I think it would do fine. Out on the road. Whew. Hang tight. Let me. Do it again, just me riding it. Okay, so it works. I'm just going to go ahead and finish building a little deck on this, and I think I will put some kind of just a scrub brake on at least one back tire, if not both. And it may be easier to run a rod across and just have two pads, because it does need brakes. I mean, there's no way to, you just got to coast to a stop. So I forgot all about having these Bolin's wheel weights, and they are heavy. So let's try to get these on there, and then we'll go hook back up to the trailer again and see how that does. Hello.
There, he is still essentially like in the picture. I'll take some.
Okay. So I don't know. I think it's probably gonna pull it. But the biggest issue is those wheels are not sitting flush, so they're not all the way on the hubs. They're tight. Yeah, this definitely helped with the weight and maybe the width. It's 100% better, but that little old trailer is heavy, and that's a lot for that little thing. But again, I think if I had a hitch made to hook on the front of that trailer to the back of the tractor, I think it would be a world of difference. I think it would pull it no problem. Because I've had an old David Bradley set up just like that, and I actually had made a trailer out of an old front wheel drive car axle. I used the rear axle that was just an idler, and had it to where I could just drag it around, and I had a seat made on the front of the trailer, and you could load it up with firewood, it didn't matter, or rock or dirt, which I did before or done before, and it might spin a little bit, but it would go. But I also didn't have the sand like we got around here, plus I'm going uphill in the dirt. But yeah, so it works. But I'll unhook that trailer and drive that back out, and then get that thing, the floorboard finished, and get it listed. I've got some of that black aluminum. I'll just skin that, call it good. That's all it's going to need. So thought I'd try those wheel weights. I didn't realize I was going to have to turn the wheels inside out, and I could probably put the wheels back on the other way and just get some longer carriage bolts and make it work, and I may do that. I don't like them tread being backwards. It just looks goofy, but it is what it is. So it's hot enough now. I'm gonna go get a shower, and then I gotta go see about picking up some stuff, and I will see y'all in the next one later. Thanks for watching.